Welcome to Blazing Baseball, May 2nd, 2024, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros, Yankees, and Marlins fans,
And Longhorns.
and Longhorns. And live now, we got the Dodgers at the D-backs, and that game is... No, actually, that game... Sorry, we got the...
Oh, it started over.
No game live right now.
No game live, right.
But yeah, tonight we got the Guardians at Astros starting in about an hour. And yesterday, the Brewers beat the Rays 7-1. The Tigers beat the Cards 4-1. The Twins beat the White Sox 10-5. The Royals beat the Blue Jays 6-1. The A's beat the Pirates 4-0. The Braves beat the Mariners 5-2. The Phillies beat the Angels 2-1. The Padres beat the Reds 6-2. The Yanks beat the Orioles 2-0. The Marlins beat the Rockies 4-1. The Cubs beat the Mets 1-0. The Bum Sox beat the Giants 6-2. The Nats beat the Rangers 1-0. The Guardians beat the Astros 3-2. And the Dodgers beat the D-backs 8-0.
8-0, right.
And then already today, we got the Marlins beating the Rockies 5-4. The Orioles beating the Yanks 7-2. The Mets beating the Cubs 7-6. The Giants beating the Bum Sox 3-1. And the Rangers beating the Nats 6-0.
Yeah, Yankees lost today already 7-2. And they lost 3 out of 4 games because they lost 2-0 yesterday to the Birds in Baltimore. And then they go down again today 3-2 in a day game. Atkins got the win for the Birds. Rodon got the loss for the Yankees. He's 2-2 on the season with a 3.68 earned run average. Yankees only had 6 hits. Volpe had a double, Soto had a triple, and Torres had a home run. But that wasn't enough. Only 2 runs. Rodon went 4 innings pitching for the Yanks. He gave up 8 hits and 6 earned runs. He did not pitch well. He gave up 3 homers, and his ERA is 3.68. The winning pitcher, Aiken, went 1 1/3 innings, and he got the win with a 3.60 earned run average. There were 27,299 fans at Camden Yards today at Oriole Park, where the Orioles stay in first place ahead of the Yankees in the AL East. They're 20-11, and the Yanks are 20-13. Not good for the Yanks, losing 3 out of 4 to their division-leading rivals. On another bad note, the Astros lost 3-2 last night. Smith got the win for the Guardians. He is 1-0 on the season with a 2.45 earned run average. Dubin got the loss for the Astros. He's 0-1 with a 7.04 earned run average. The Astros had 7 hits, and the Guardians had 9 hits. It wasn't enough for the Astros, even though Dubon had a double and Tucker had a home run. Not enough. Verlander started the game. He went 7 innings. He gave up 2 earned runs. He pitched pretty well through 6 innings, and he had 2 strikeouts, and his ERA is still 2.08. But Dubin got the loss. He pitched the last inning, and he gave up the winning run in the 10th inning. Dang. Okay. The winning pitcher was Smith for the Guardians. He's 1-0 for the season with a 2.45. And Clace got the save, his 9th of the season. He's a good closer. Minute Maid Park had 25,733 fans that rooted the Cleveland Guardians to victory over the Astros. The Guardians are 20-10 on the season, first place in the AL Central. And the Astros are 10-20, and they are in 5th place in the AL West. But the Astros are at it again today.
Yeah, and so there was a 4 suspension for According to ESPN, 4 suspended for Royals and Brewers Rays brawl.
Oh.
This is by Jesse Rogers. It says 3 Milwaukee Brewers from ESPN staff writer. Sorry if I mispronounced the names of this podcast. It says 3 Milwaukee Brewers, including manager Pat Murphy and Tampa Bay Rays outfielder Jose Siri, received suspensions for their roles that led to a bench clearing incident between the two teams in the 8th inning of their game Tuesday night. Brewers starting pitcher Freddie Peralta received a 5-game suspension for intentionally throwing at Siri during the top of the 6th inning of the Brewers' 8-2 victory. Excuse me. While reliever Abner Yerbe received 6 games after he and Siri squared off against each other 2 innings later. Siri received a 3-game suspension that was later reduced to 2 games, while Murphy will miss 2 games as a result of Peralta's actions in addition to his inappropriate conduct toward umpires. All 4 were also fined. Siri's penalty was reduced when he reached an agreement with Major League Baseball after he appealed. He served the first game of the Rays as the Rays lost 7-1 Wednesday. Uribe and Peralta appealed to MLB Special Assistant John McHale Jr., and their discipline remained pending until the appeal is resolved. Later Wednesday, Uribe was optioned to AAA Nashville. Under the rules, managers are not allowed to appeal. Murphy began serving his suspension Wednesday. Peralta and Murphy were ejected after the right-hander hit Siri on a 3-0 pitch in the 6th, but tempers didn't flare up until the 8th when Siri and Uribe had words as they crossed paths after the Rays outfielder grounded out to first base. Punches were thrown as both benches cleared before order was restored shortly thereafter. The animosity between Siri and the Brewers have been building since he took a long look at his solo home run off Peralta in the 3rd inning. Before Wednesday's game, Siri revealed a bruise on his left leg that formed after getting hit by the 3-0 fastball by Peralta. He was the only one who threw first. I don't think I did anything bad, Siri said through interpreter before the suspension was announced. Siri said he remained unsure why Uribe took a swing at him. When I was on deck circle and he was warming up, I felt like he kept looking over at me and staring at me, so I just had that feeling, Siri said. Obviously, when I went to first base, I confirmed that he had a problem with me. Siri stressed Wednesday he had no dispute with Peralta. I never really had a problem with Peralta, never have, he said. He hit me and I just went to first base. Suri said celebrations by pitchers and batters alike are part of the game, but insisted that he wasn't trying to show up Peralta. I don't think I did anything wrong, he said. I stood there, I didn't look at it, I put my head out and just ran. And so, yeah, I saw the highlight of it, and yeah, it was, I think, probably the biggest bench clearing incident of the season so far yet. And so, yeah, it was interesting because, yeah, he did get beans and he did get thrown out without a warning. So they just deemed him right there that was intentional. He said, the ump said, hey, that was intentional, you're out. The manager got upset, yelled at him like crazy mad, and got ejected. But I also believe so then there was a home run, and yeah, he was, he like did a bat flip, I believe. It was like staring at it, what baseball players do now.
They shouldn't.
And that pissed off the other team for some reason, which is like part of the game, I guess. But yeah, this is also kind of like Fernando. I feel like Fernando Tatis Jr. kind of like made the bat flip a big thing some years ago, and ever since then, it's kind of like it's okay, but yeah, it's kind of like a celebration kind of a thing. And that does piss off the other opponents sometimes.
Well, in the old days, if you flipped your bat like that, they'd hit you in the head the next time you came up.
See, I think we got to move away from that. We got to allow the bat flips and not beat anyone.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm against any violence in baseball. It's
Yeah.
not about baseball's not about violence and the teams fighting each other and the players doing that crap. That's not what it's about. They got too much ego. They should stop that and play the game.
Yeah.
And if they want to do something, they should hit the ball harder or pitch the ball better and win the game.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have physical fights with the other players.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they got
and people
suspended.
celebrate.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen when
Yeah.
the big thing happens.
Just keep playing the game and win the game if you want to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
Focus
if
on
you
the
want to
game.
go be a fighter, go in the boxing ring and be a boxer.
Yeah, and so yeah, so then going back to the brawl, which was mainly Siri and Peralta. They were the two main people throwing punches. Well, they were trying to, and really none of them really connected. But then there was then there was the whole benches
right
clearing
it's
thing.
a pile on.
Yeah, but yeah, there was they were crossing paths later in the game, and someone said something. I guess Siri said something, and then Peralta said something back, and then I'm pretty sure Siri threw the first punch. So that's there's no room in baseball for throwing punches.
No, and that's good. They got suspended. That's good, and they got fined.
Yeah,
good.
And
it's good news.
Yeah, and the headline, it says from New York Post, Carlos Rodon has worst start of season as Yankees drop series to Orioles.
He was pretty bad last year too,
Mhm.
before he got hurt. So you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's 2-2. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so
hopefully he does better next game.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Tonight we got pitching for the Guardians, Allen. He's 3-1 with a 5.46 ERA and 26 strikeouts, and pitching for the Astros is Eric Getty. He's 0-3 with a 10.97 ERA and 15 strikeouts. Up first for the Guardians is Kwan at left field, batting .360, and then Jimenez at second base, batting .282, and then Ramirez at third base, batting .244, and then Naylor at first base, batting .269. Excuse me. And then Baylor at right field, batting .228. And then Florial at DH, batting .212. And then Naylor at catcher, batting .186. Naylor B. Naylor J is at first base. Arias at center field, batting .254. And Rossio at shortstop, batting .214. Up first for the Astros is Altuve at second base, batting .341.
Good.
And then Bregman at third base, batting .208. And then Alvarez at DH, batting .254. And then Tucker at right field, batting .298. And then Pena at shortstop, batting .325. And then Diaz at catcher, batting .284. And then Singleton at first base, batting .250. And then Dubon at left field, batting .292. And then Myers at center field, batting .220.
All right, that game is at 7:10 Central Standard Time in Houston.
Yep. We also have the MLB Power Rankings for Week 5 from ESPN.
Let's see what we got.
They got the Braves ranked at number 1.
Yeah.
Still at number 1. Number 2, the Birds.
Yep.
Still at 2.
They took 3 out of 4 from the Yanks.
Yep.
There you go.
3, the Dodgers. Same. Yep. Yanks 4, same. 5, Phillies. Same. 6, Guardians. The same. 7, the Mariners, previous 14.
Moved up.
Yep. 8, the Cubs, same. 9, Rangers, same. 10, Brewers, previous 7. 11, the Bum Sox, previous 15. 12, the Reds.
The Reds.
Same. Yep.
All right.
Royals at 13, same. 14 is the Twins, previous was 23. 15, the Blue Jays, previous was 10. Tigers at 16, previous was 18. D-backs at 17, previous was 11. 18 is Mets, previous was 17. 19, Padres, previous was 16. 20 is Giants, previous was 21. 21 is the Rays, previous is 19. And that 22 is the Astros, and they are the same.
Okay. 22 for the Astros. They got to play better. They got to win tonight. We're talking about the Yankees. They're 1 game back behind the Baltimore Orioles in the AL East. The Guardians are 2 games ahead of the Kansas City Royals in the AL Central. The Seattle Mariners are in first place now, a half a game ahead of the Texas Rangers. They're doing pretty good. Astros are on the bottom there. They're 6.5 games out. In the NL East, the Braves are a half a game ahead of the Philadelphia Phillies. The Brewers are 1 game ahead of Chicago Cubs and 3 games ahead of the Cincinnati Reds. For the National League West, the Dodgers are 4.5 games ahead of the San Diego Padres. Dodgers are looking good already. For the Longhorns, there's going to be a series this weekend against Oklahoma State, the Cowboys, and it's beginning on Friday at the Dish here in Austin at 6:30. Go Longhorns.
Yep, go Longhorns. Any other baseball topics you want to go over today?
I hope we go to a game this weekend.
Yep, and we'll catch you all here on Blazing Balls in a minute, blazing through today's other sports ball topics. Peace.